Hello, listeners. You are welcome to another lovely edition of your program, our program Farmers Forum, on your number one darling station, Diamond FM 101.1, where we promote values and excellence. I am your anchor, Taiwo Ajao. The program is divided into segments. We have the interview segments, the innovation bits, the market survey, and our Vox Pop. Right about now, we'll start with the interview segment where I'll be interviewing a food and nutrition security expert. She's also a sustainable home and community resource developer and also the project coordinator, Healthy Foods for Consumer Initiative. She is in person of Professor Nkiru Teresa Medudu. Likewise, she's also a lecturer in the Department of Agricultural Extension and Rural Development, University of Ibadan. Welcome to the program, ma'am.
Good day, listener.
Thank you, ma'am. To start with, what is home economics?
Home economics is a broad field of study that is primarily concerned with the improvement of the general welfare of individual and the family. It cuts across different disciplines. The mindset of people has always been that home economics is just about food preparation, cooking food, but it's a broad field of study that cuts across different disciplines. And home economics has three major areas: food and nutrition, clothing and textile, home management. Home management is further divided into other categories where you have consumer education or consumer awareness or consumer economics. You have food management, clothing, construction and design. You have agriculture as it relates to home gardening, population education, interior decoration, housing designs, child care, and development, family and human relation, how to relate well in the family, to have a cordial relationship, good grooming as it relates to hygiene, how you dress, how you carry yourself, you know, and family and community health and safety. We also have fashion merchandising. So all these are the different areas of home economics. You have dietetics, you have catering and hotel management. You have extension education, where you'll be able to extend all the different aspects of home economics to the people that need the information. It has a relationship with food technology, as it relates to processing, public health and nutrition, tourism, and cosmetology. These are gender and generational issues. These are different areas of home economics. So it's a very broad field of study that is concerned with sustainability of the life of individuals, family in particular, because family is a small unit in the society, and anything that happens in the family, will eventually be transferred to the general public.
Okay, I think I'm more interested in relating home economics to agriculture. How is it possible?
Oh, very possible, because the raw materials from agriculture are used in home economics, and also we produce also, especially as it relates to gardening, small gardening, and so a home economics should be able to know some aspects of, if not all, of agriculture, like agronomy, crop protection, animal science, so like I told you, it's a broad field of study. So it goes around. We also produce, in fish management, but most importantly, the raw products, the raw materials from agriculture are transferred into a better use, giving a value to those products. That's what we call value chain. value addition. So that's the relationship with home economics and
Agriculture.
agriculture.
Thank you, ma. As an home economics expert, what is food and nutrition?
Well, food is what we eat to keep us alive for proper development of the body system. And without food, one will not be able to live for a long time, and the person will not be able to develop properly. Okay, it will lead to malnutrition. So, food is any edible substance, whether raw or cooked, form that we eat to sustain life. And nutrition, let's start with the nutrients. Nutrients are the elements that are found in food that help us to, grow, develop, prevent diseases, and the rest of them. These elements, called nutrients, are invisible in food, and they have the names we give them for us to be able to identify the particular food where we can get them. Okay, these nutrients are classified into groups. We have carbohydrate, we have protein, fats and oils, vitamins, minerals, and even water. So if you ask somebody to reduce the quantity of carbohydrate or increase the quantity of vitamins, the person will not be able to go to the market and say, give me, I don't want to eat carbohydrate again, I need more vitamins. Nobody will look at you. They would think that this person is crazy. But when you understand and have the knowledge of what nutrient is, where you can get it, from the source in which you can get it, and then you can go to the market and look for those sources. For example, carbohydrate. If somebody asks you to reduce the quantity of carbohydrate you take, it means that if you know the sources, you should be able.
Okay, ma. What are the sources of these nutrients?
For example, carbohydrate, you have yam, tubers, roots. Okay, they are carbohydrate foods. Foods that contain sugar, they are all carbohydrate foods. So we need to know them. Some cereals also contain carbohydrate, and then grains, they contain carbohydrate, but they are mostly root and tubers.
Okay. What of protein, mineral?
Yes, protein, you have two classes of protein: the plant protein and animal protein.
Okay.
So the animal proteins are from animals. You get from cow meat, you get from poultry, turkey, you get from fish. Those are snail, those are classified as animal protein. And then you have the ones that are classified as plant protein. You have guinea corn, you have your cowpea, the beans you eat, the peas, the runner beans, soybean. Okay, soybean is a very good source of animal protein and plant protein, or say vegetable protein, because it contains both animal and plant protein. And then you talk about your vitamins. Vitamins are very, very important in the body. You have your citrus fruits, mainly from fruits. Okay, you can get traces from carbohydrate foods and other protein food, but you get much vitamins from fruits, citrus fruits, and then leafy vegetables. So you have your oranges, you have your pineapples, you have your pawpaw, you have your carrots. Those are the sources. Leafy vegetables of all kind: the amaranthus, the spinach, water leaf, the teferia, which is ugu, moringa leaves. You get the required vitamins if you take them as much as is required. I always tell people to eat 3 to 5 times servings of vegetables, leafy vegetables. But if you look at the requirements, the daily requirements, it's stated that 8 or more times. But I know in this context, in this setting, it will be difficult for us to buy some of these. The orange is very expensive now, but you can switch over to another fruit, another leafy vegetable that is cheaper, and then you get the required nutrient that you need, the required vitamin that you need. So I say 3 to 5 servings a day
Okay.
of fruits and leafy vegetable. It will help you to develop, to grow well, to protect you from some diseases, help to build your immunity.
Okay, ma. You mentioned eating well. What is the meaning of eating well, or can I say what is an adequate meal?
Okay, and add, before people used to talk about balanced meal, but
Yes.
balanced meal, it's cumbersome to for us to be able to achieve, because you have to weigh whatever every grain, quantity by, to be able to get, say, for example, in a meal there should be so proportion of carbohydrate, there should be so proportion of vitamin. So you need to weigh them to be able to get, enough proportion that you need. And so it's cumbersome. Now we say you eat adequately, and eating adequately means that you must make sure that there is small quantity of everything: protein, vitamin, in the food you are eating. Then you are eating adequately.
Okay. So what is the importance of food and nutrition to family health?
The importance of food and nutrition to family health is because if you don't eat well, you become malnourished. If you don't eat well, you become malnourished. And there are diseases associated with that, deficiency diseases, especially in children. If you don't take enough protein, and enough carbohydrates, either they'll have the disease called kwashiorkor, or they'll become marasmic. Okay, and then their growth will be retarded.
What are the symptoms of these diseases you mentioned?
Okay, the symptom of kwashiorkor is that you see the child will look, fat, yeah, and you think that the child is healthy, but then you have the head big, the cheeks big, the tummy protruding, then you have a tiny skin, and then edema on the feet, swollen. You think that, this child, if you look from afar, you say this child is very healthy, but the child is suffering from kwashiorkor. And then the marasmus, the child will become very thin, and then the hair will be dropping, the hair will be yellowish, in color, not dark again, not black as it's supposed to be. So those are the signs that will tell you that this child is not eating properly.
Do you have this nutritional problem in adults as well?
Yeah, we have a nutritional problem in adults. In fact, you can classify nutritional problems into overnutrition and undernutrition.
Okay. Can you
Okay,
explain
so
that?
when you have undernutrition, you have the lack of anemia, and then the marasmus in children, and kwashiorkor, and all those things. Okay, retarded growth. That is undernutrition. When you have overnutrition, it leads to things like obesity. See somebody very big, person, that it means that the person is eating too much, of what the person is not supposed to be eating, and it's a problem because it leads to some non-communicable diseases: heart attack, high blood pressure, diabetes, and the rest of them. And then we have to be very, very careful, because sometimes you see people taking too much butter, too much, margarine, and you see the food when they cook stew or soup, the quantity of oil floating, it's something to be worried about, because all these things are stored in the body as adipose tissue. They are not being used as anything. They end up, blocking the veins, blocking the flow of fluid in the system. Even though that some of them are good to protect the vital organs, but when they become too much, they try to choke. Okay, that's why we must have to, especially the elder ones that do not burn, do not exercise so much, so they will not have the advantage of burning, so they are stored. So we have to move away from too much fatty foods. When you cook your meat, you keep it for a while, and then maybe 1 2 hours, you see that the fat on top will solidify. Or when you put it in the refrigerator, you see what happens. So you need to remove it and then use your stock and cook, you know, because if you eat all these things, it will end up causing problem to health. So we should be very careful with that.
Okay, ma. So, what are the determinants of malnutrition?
It could be that there is food insecurity. It could be the poverty, but sometimes I don't say that poverty. You eat what you have in your area, eat enough of it, and then you'll be um you are eating adequate. We can say that you are eating adequate. You will not be malnourished. But some people will have a lot, the people will have a lot, and then they will not know how to combine. They are not eating well. Okay, the issue of food security has to do with having access to food. mm? The food should be available, you have access to it, and then you'll be able to combine. If it's available, you have access, and you're not able to combine to get the required nutrient, you say you're food secure, you're not food secure. And then you have to look at the how the food is prepared or where the food is grown. Okay, because some of the chemicals used in producing food, in growing food, they're also not good for the body. Sometimes they cause different diseases, different sicknesses, and that is why we say it must be healthy. The food you're eating must be healthy, for must be hygienically prepared. Okay, it must be healthy, it must be hygienically prepared. So we talk about organic agriculture. Health must be the paramount. The health must be the paramount in your production. What are you using to produce? Hmm? All these things are very, very important for us to be able to say that we're eating very well. You know, so whatever you have, if you don't have money to buy beef, if you don't have money to buy beef, you can make use of crayfish. You can buy snail, and then you have your protein. Yes. So you must not be looking for chicken when you can get snail, when you can use crayfish to be able to get enough protein you need. There are vegetables all over. You can make use of them, especially the local ones. Yeah, and you don't say you won't eat because there is no carrot. Some of the exotic ones, they are not available, and then you won't eat. No, we have our local ones that are very good. They are very functional. That means they have medicinal and nutritional value, and so we should go for them.
Thank you, ma. What are the essential prerequisites for prevention of malnutrition in the society?
Yes, we have to embrace agriculture and value addition. Agriculture agriculture is very, very important for development and for us to be able to eat adequately. Okay, if you produce enough, produce in good condition, okay, with the mind of producing organically, okay, reduce the use of pesticide, the use of chemical fertilizer, and encourage people to go into agriculture. Let government provide subsidy for agriculture, and then people will be encouraged to produce, and then open up markets. Government should also help in opening up markets, for people to be able to, farmers to be able to sell. So food, agriculture is key to development. It is key for us to be able to have good nutrition, because if we don't have to eat, then we won't have anything. And so it means that we are not eating well, and then we'll be malnourished. And so food should be available. Okay, nutrition education is also very paramount. Yes, when you, like I said before, when you have the food in your stores or your freezer and fridges stock packed with food, but if you don't have the knowledge of nutrition, you will not be able to eat rightly. So nutrition education is very, very important, and I do that often. Okay, with the Healthy Food for Consumer initiative, we gather students, we gather communities, and then we talk to them about nutrition, because it's very important. Without good nutrition, we will not survive. One cannot survive. So good nutrition and organic production, organic agriculture is the in thing. So less use of chemicals to produce. When we get our food, especially the fruits, we have to wash them, because they use a lot of things now for ripening of fruits. They use carbide. Can you believe it? You know, carbide is what they use in mechanic workshop. They use different types of chemical to quicken the ripening, so that they will make a lot of gain. So they should be taught, the people involved in this area of agriculture should be taught about the dangers in this, the use of these chemicals to health. Some of them are so cancerous, they cause different diseases. So so that people can produce adequate food and eat excellently, maintain good hygiene. Now we are talking about washing hand, because Ebola is around, because we are talking about Ebola. We should develop that attitude of washing hands all the time, because this hand takes a lot of things to our mouth, and then it can have cross contamination of food, and when you eat the food you have problem. So hygiene is very, very important for us to maintain. And then we take a lot of water, a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. We have a lot, available for us to, choose from. And some of them are very good. They help to detoxify some toxins that we have, taken in, like turmeric, ginger. They are detoxicants, so we need to take them a lot.
Okay, thank you, ma.
Thank
Can
you.
can you give us an example of a nutrition tip for a farming household
A
that you can
nutrition
consume
tip
for a 2-day meal?
for a farming household. One, you have to consider the food, the type of foods they have in their environment, their locality, and that will form the basis for nutritional for menu planning. So, for example, we can say an area, a community that produces a lot of yam, that community should be also encouraged to produce leafy vegetables. So you can make yam vegetable in the morning. Yeah, make yam vegetable in the morning. I can add crayfish to it. I have a meal, a good meal. And then in the afternoon, they can cook beans. Okay, make a little vegetable to go with it. And then at night, because we're expected to eat lightly at night. So at night, they can eat maybe rice, something light. Then the next day, they may start with akara and pap, in the morning with fruits. And then in the afternoon, they can make pounded yam and vegetable soup. Okay. Then at night, the person can eat maybe just vegetable, different vegetable. Eat vegetables, and then the person will sleep.
So finally, ma, what advice do you have for farmers and individuals, especially farming households?
The advice I have for farming households is that, one, they should not be discouraged. There's a lot of discouragement, but they should not be discouraged. They should continue to produce, especially the foods or crops that people really want to take. They should focus on the ones that are sellable, the ones that they can market easily. Okay, and then they should also take note of the value addition is very, very important. If they cannot do it themselves, they should go and acquire the knowledge, or they can get people to be doing it while they are producing the raw material, and then the other people should be adding value, and then they'll be able to market. Okay, that is when they will have higher gain, unlike when they sell it raw. So that is my advice for them. Value addition, value addition, value addition. Packaging well so that they can attract buyers or consumers. Then for other households, they can also have gardens. It's important that we should develop the attitude of having gardens, small gardens around where we live, wherever we live. They should do that and plant vegetables and fruits so that you can just get it from the farm fresh, or from the garden fresh into the kitchen, and then you have within 5 minutes your vegetable is ready. Okay, and diversify when you're cooking. Add 1, 2, 3 vegetables together, because if you don't get enough nutrient from the other one, you should be able to complement with the one in the other one, and then you have a balanced meal.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
We hope when next we knock at your door, you answer us.
Yeah, I'm always available. Thank you for inviting me here.
Hello, listeners. My guest on the program has been Professor Mrs. Teresa Meludu from Department of Agricultural Extension and Rural Development, the University of Ibadan. She has been educating us on the various classes of food, their sources, and importance of this food to family health. She encouraged us to have home gardens where we can get fruits and vegetables fresh, and she also talked about complementing these food sources together so as to have a balanced meal or adequate meal. Hello listeners, it's again the market survey. Right now, I am at Bodija Market in Ibadan, where I sought to ask the sellers of yam chips, popularly referred to as a lubo issue, based on their sizes of package and measures from the sellers. Join me.
Orúkọ mi ni Ìyáàfin Rọ́mọkẹ́ Salam.
Kí lẹ̀ ń tà?
Mo ń ta èlùbọ́ iṣu nínú ọjà Bódìjà.
Báwo lẹ ṣe ń tà?
Èlùbọ́ iṣu olórí ńlá ó pé oríṣi mẹ́ta. Olórí kékeré náà wà. Olórí ńlá pátápátá 40,000 ni. Olórí kékeré tó tẹ̀lé olórí ńlá 35. Olórí kékeré pátápátá 32.
Báwo lèèyàn ṣe máa dá wọn?
Ó yàtọ̀ sí orí wọn, yàtọ̀ síra wọn. Tí èèyàn bá ti rí èyí ó ti mọ̀ pé different ẹ̀ ó yàtọ̀. Tí agbára ọ̀bá sì ká pé bóyá kán gbé báàgì, a dá ní ìwọ̀ntúnwọ̀nsì fún tí oníkálukú bá ní agbára láti rà.
Èló ni àwọn yẹn?
Irú eléyìí Náírà ni.
Tá bá wọn ó lè tóbi kóńgò mélòó?
Tán bá lọ eléyìí tán ó tóbi kóńgò 5.
Ìyẹn ni wọ́n ní 1,000.
Ó ní 1,000 naira. Ó ní 2,000 ó tún pọ̀ wọlé. Ìmí ìlàrin àpò tá a bá dá olórí ńlá sí 4, àpò ráìsì kan ní bámúbámú ìní kọ́tà ó wà fẹ́ni tí ó bá lágbára pé kó gbé òjijì tàbí kó pín ìlàjì. Tí ó bá lágbára ìlàrin náà a lè pín sí méjì tí ó jẹ́ bí háàfù ìlàrin, bí ó gbé ṣe wà ní oríṣiríṣi nu.
Ṣé orúkọ yín mà?
Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèkúnlé.
Kí lẹ̀ ń tà?
Èlùbọ́ iṣu
Nínú ọjà
Bódìjà.
báwo lẹ ṣe ń tà?
Olórí ńlá pátápátá 40,000. Èyí tó tẹ̀lé 35, kékeré 32. A sì ń ta kéékèèké fún àwọn tí wọn ò lágbára àpò.
Bí elé.
Bí ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí 10,000, 5,000, 2,000, 1,000 lọ.
Irú èlùbọ́ iṣu wo ló wà?
Iṣu káyọ̀mọ́ olórí kékeré ó wà. Gbàràrọ́ olórí ńlá ó wà. Gbàràrọ́ èlùbọ́ ọjà tó jẹ́ olórí ńlá pátápátá ó wà.
Bí èlé lẹ́dẹ̀ ń tà wọ́n?
Àwọn gbàràrọ́ èlùbọ́ ọjà yẹn ó jẹ́ 40,000. Olórí ńlá náà tó tẹ̀lé yẹn 35,000.
Báwo lèèyàn ṣe máa wá dá wọn?
Ọmọ ẹ̀ yàtọ̀ lórí igbá tó bá wù kálukú ní ó rà. Ó fa ìjura wọn lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí èèyàn dúdú sí èèyàn pupa. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí pé mo fẹ́ mu tíì àti ẹ̀kọ́ gbígbóná. Bó ṣe rí síra wọn nìyẹn.
Ẹ ṣe máa.
Orúkọ mi ni Charlotte Ọláọmọ láǹfún Bàràpá
Nínú ọjà
nínú ọjà Bódìjà. Kóńgò 100 naira, Grawa 1,000 naira. Àpò 11,000 naira.
Báwo lèèyàn ṣe máa dààmú àbí kò ní.
Dídámọ̀ rẹ̀ ni pé white ni. White ẹ̀gẹ́ èlùbọ́ funfun. Ẹ̀gẹ́ là ń fi ṣe.
According to the sellers, it is considered that at this time of the year, yam chips and cassava chips are expensive this time because of the weather condition. However, whatever one likes eating cannot be considered as expensive. From Bodija Market, I am Taiwa Ajao. Bye for now.
Welcome to another edition of Fox Pop. And my name is Akimade Adekunle. I'll be looking at different local food in the country and how frequent people consume them. Please stay tuned. Please, what is your name?
My name is Arewa.
What is your local favorite food, please?
That should be eba.
And why do you like eba, please?
Actually, I prefer eba that is very succulent, like soft. And I prefer the Igbo eba, like.
Hello.
Hi.
Please, what's your name, sir? Ma?
Kikelomo Jojai. Kikelomo.
Okay, what is your favorite local food?
Favorite local food? That should be amala and ewedu.
Please, why?
Because it's not an heavy food. It's something that you eat and digest so easily, and by the time you go to toilet, by the time you urinate 2-3 times, it's gone.
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Arewa.
What's your favorite local food?
Okay, my favorite local food is eba Igbo with obe efo elegusi.
Why?
It's delicious, number one, and another reason is I find it easy, like it's digestible, like it digests easily. That's just the only reason.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Well, please, can you tell us your name?
Sunday. Wait, come on, bro.
What's your favorite local food?
Fufu and egusi soup.
Why?
Because it usually energizes me, as in I will have more strength when I eat fufu and I easily digest.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, hello.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Fumayo Kele.
You are from what state, sir?
I'm from Oyo.
What is your favorite local food?
I prefer penende yam to egusi soup.
Why?
It makes me, whenever I eat it, it can last me on a longer period other than other fruits. And I, as a person, I work for as in on a longer period of time. So with that, I could work, and without even going back to eating any of those other things again.
Thank you.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Damilola, aka Down for Jesus.
What is your favorite local food?
My favorite local food. That was black amala, you know, and gegiri and ewedu. They used to call it abala. In our place, abula.
Why?
It's delicious. And putting momo, you know that momo now.
Yes.
Yeah, and about momo inside it. Wow, that will be tantalizing and
I am Adeosun Oluseyi by name.
What is your favorite local food, sir?
Amala, Lafun.
Why?
Because it gives me more energy, the enough energy I need for my daily activities, and it makes me to look somehow agile in everything I'm doing, and I look very fit in everywhere I find myself, either in a very harsh condition or anywhere I'm working, anything I'm doing. I feel much concerned when I think that very kind of a food.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Selom Akaba.
What is your favorite local food, sir?
My favorite local food is akpele with okra soup.
Why do you prefer that?
Because it's our staple food, and we have been eating it from childhood, and without it we always feel not part of the society or of our ethnic origin. So we always like to eat that.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
Please, what's your name?
Etuk Samura Kobudok.
What is your local favorite food?
My local favorite food is ekpan cocoa.
And why do you like that?
Wow, it's so nutritious.
Hello, good afternoon.
What's your name?
I'm Samuel Justina.
What is your favorite local food?
My favorite local food is fufu and oha soup.
Why do you like that?
I think it's very nutritious and I don't know, I just like it.
Thank you. Ma.
Hello.
What is your name, ma?
I'm Professor Meludu.
What is your favorite local food, ma?
My favorite local food is African salad and onubu soup. Okay, African salad because the ingredients used in making African salad are many, and so it will give all the food nutrients that is required for the body to develop well. So it's very rich. That's why I like it, and it's light. It's not heavy. Okay, you can take it for a meal. And then the onubu soup is also very rich. When you cook it, you're using diversified nutrients to cook it, and that will give you adequate meal also.
Thank you, ma.
Hello, my name is Yani Sharif. I'm a vocational student in Agriculture and Rural Development UI.
And what is your favorite local food?
My favorite local food is inyo.
And why do you like that?
It's sweet and it has many carbohydrates.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Oyonoro Chidimma.
What is your favorite local food?
Semovita and edikain corn soup.
Why do you like that?
Because it is very nourishing and good for the health.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon.
What is your name?
My name is Said Sonyalu.
What is your favorite local food?
I like amala and vegetable.
Why?
And that's because amala, when prepared, is kind of soft, and it goes down the stomach when taken, and when it's accompanied with vegetable. Of course, vegetable is a very local form of soup, so they go hand in hand, just like husband and wife. I mean, it's delicious. I mean, simply put, delicious.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Bolanle. My favorite local food is hamala and hewedu with fish stew. I like it because I feel so delighted after eating it, and I'm from Ibadan. That's why I like it.
Thank you. In summary, we've heard it all. Some people prefer amala as a local traditional food, and some prefer pounded yam as their local favorite food. And the main reason why some say amala is because of the easy digestion and because of the nourishing of the body. And for the pounded yam, some prefer it because of the energy and because of the build of their muscles. Thank you for listening. See next week when we'll be bringing another interesting topic on Fox Pop. I still remain Akimbade Adekunle. Thank you for listening.
Listeners, I hope you've enjoyed our bit on the program today, Farmers Forum. It has been educative and interesting. Until next week, when we bring to you another package of the program, special appreciation goes to the Department of Agricultural Extension and Rural Development for giving us a platform to be heard, the HOD in person of Professor Adekoya, my program coordinators, Professor Oladeji and Dr. Badiru. Also, appreciation goes to my colleagues for their contribution. A very big thanks to my producer, Temitope Oyawale. I am yours truly, Taiwo Ajao. Remember, the land is green.